Okay, good morning. I'm going to do a step-by-step installation of Mediawiki on an Ubuntu VM I have here. So Mediawiki, this is basically the platform that is used by Wikipedia. So I've never used it myself, so I'm going to attempt to build it from scratch and see how we get on. So I'm doing it on Ubuntu. Hopefully this should be easier for you to read. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is to do the prerequisites for the operating system, which are PHP, I think it's 5 we're on now. We should just install the international version. Okay, so it's not version 5, it must be version 6. Up to 7, okay, crikey. So you see halfway down it says the following new packages will be installed: Apache, Apache 2, 222, libapache, PHP 7.1. Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, so yes. It's going to take a while, this is. Right, so it's eventually finished. Next thing for me to do is to restart the Apache service. Oh, hang on, does that fire yet? So the next thing is to get the application itself, the Mediawiki application. So if you go to this website, which is www.mediawiki.org/wiki/manual install Mediawiki, you'll see the wget code to download the gzipped file. So copy a link and then I just dump it into my window and off it goes, and I'll come back once this is completed. Okay, so that completed pretty quick. So let's put it in my home drive. So what I need to do is I need to extract it. So gunzip Mediawiki and then tar dash xvf. I'll just leave it in my home drive. So that's just extracting it. So I'm going to do an ls here. There we have the Mediawiki folder. Okay. So this Mediawiki is literally the entire wiki site. So what I need to do is move that into the Apache homepage. So Apache Mediawiki, so MV Mediawiki. You probably best put in /star for all files and subfolders, and then we'll move it into /var/www/html, I think. Permission denied. Sudo. Come on, remember. Right. So next we need to install MariaDB, which is the database I'm going to use. I can't ever remember what it's called, so if you do apt cache search MariaDB, there we go, client, and MariaDB client and server, so they're the ones I want there. So sudo apt get MariaDB client MariaDB server. Missed the install. It should go off and get that now. Yeah, 189 meg. Okay, I'm going to leave that downloading and I'll get back to you once it's done. Right, so next I need to log into MariaDB. I'm going to do it as root, create database, my_wiki. Now I might get an error here because I've already done it. Yeah, I've already done that. Next thing I need to do is grant permissions. So grant index create select insert update delete alter lock tables on, what do they call it, my_wiki, and then dot star, and then to wiki at localhost identified by, and then we'll just put password. Okay, so as this is a demo, I'm not going to display passwords on it. Okay, so next we then have to flush privileges, hang on, flush, I'll put an extra D in there, privileges, and then exit. Now, so now I need to go to the URL, which is the IP address of the server, in index PHP, and see the status of it. Right, so I've got a couple of errors here. Let's have a look. So I'm looking for some PHP extensions is required. You're missing MB string and XML. Okay, right, so there's a few things I've missed. Let me just sort this out. So in fact, I'm not sure what it's called, so let's search for it. PHP MB string, okay. And the other one was what, XML? Guessing it's PHP XML. Yeah. So let's install PHP XML and PHP MB string. apologies, apt-get. Now, if you're using another distribution like CentOS, that doesn't support 7.1 automatically. So if you did like a yum install PHP, I think it only puts version 5.4, and Mediawiki requires 5.6 minimum. So it's always best to use either Ubuntu or Fedora. It works well in Fedora as well. So fingers crossed, when I refresh, we should have a wiki page. Oh no, hang on, tell a lie, I need to restart Apache. Sudo. Let's retry that. And there we go. So when you start it, you'll always get this local settings PHP not found. That's simply because we haven't created the any kind of wiki yet. So that's it, built. You then go to. Okay, so the next step is to go to your installation, and you'll see a warning for APCU, Xcache, and or WinCache. So we now need to install these PHP plugins. Okay, so the commands sudo apt-get install php apcu and sudo apt-get install php hoard cache. And you'll see in the background I'm just looking for these because I couldn't remember what they were called. So you'll see I'm doing a sudo apt-cache search apcu, and it will show up there, which is third one up, fourth one up from the bottom, and then hoard cache. There's only one in this version of Ubuntu. It's no longer Xcache. It's called hoard cache. It's the same thing. Right, so that's finally done. Thanks for your patience there. You now need to restart Apache. So next you go back to your web page, refresh it, and those warnings should go. Fantastic. Right, so click the continue button. Now you need to connect this to your database. So you start with making sure it's set to localhost. You put your database name, which is my wiki, and then you use the wiki and the password we created earlier. Database settings, I would personally leave these at default. INODB and binary character set, and then click continue. Okay, continue. Now this will bring you onto your main installation of the wiki. So what do you want to call your wiki? Enter the name of it there. Project namespace, I would leave the same unless you do multiple wikis. Create a username for the wiki, so this is a general administrator account, and then set up an email address. If I can spell. Okay, and then continue. So ask me more questions, and then click continue. So next we have further options. So for this one, this project I was working on, I've created an account creation wiki. So that means that anyone who edits the wiki has to be logged in. Now, you might not want this approach. The general idea of a wiki is to be as open as possible. So if you have this server in a private network, then just set it as an open wiki, and that means anyone who has access to that server within your domain can do what they want with it, and it does encourage collaboration. So the rest of the options, copyright and license, return email address, I've just left as default for this, and then we click next to continue. Right, so one of the final options we get are the extensions. So for this demo I'm just going to leave these blank, but just bear that in mind that this Wikipedia uses multiple PHP extensions, and it's incredibly powerful if you are familiar with PHP. So next, go and install the program. Now this server was running just a standard hard disk, 7200 RPM hard disk, so it took a while. It took a good couple of minutes, so we'll just let it run its course. Right, so this is the final screen. You need to download the local settings.php in your browser. I then use a program called WinSCP Portable. So I just download that. So you go to winscp.net and look specifically for the portable installation. So if you go to download at the top, and then portable executables, and then that's downloaded. So next step is to connect to your server via SFTP. I'm using WinSCP here. Log in as root or any sudo admin account. So I've just had to slightly change the camera so you can't see any details. So what I'm doing in the background is I'm locating the PHP local settings file, and then I'm just dumping it into the my home drive on the server. So I go to my home drive, and you'll see the local settings PHP file there. So first thing I do is stop Apache, and then I move the sudo move local PHP to /var/www/html, and you can see the local settings file is there. And then next thing I do is click on the enter wiki, but spot the error. I forgot to restart the Apache service. So just go back into here and start Apache. And then go back and then refresh. And it should load. There we go. There's your wiki page. Thanks for watching this video. I'll be doing some further videos showing you how to add content to the wiki as I learn this tool.